Dear students, this is my noun series. It's going on. Actually, I'm teaching parts of speech, and I told you that how important it is to learn grammar for speaking English. So I have already uploaded 2 videos and 3 videos actually on this topic, and this is gonna be my 4th one in this very particular topic. This is called noun gender. So first of all, let's know that what is noun gender. So we all know that living beings are of either male or female sex. Okay, so the noun which shows male animal, it's said to be of the masculine gender. The noun which shows female animal, it's said to be of the female or feminine gender. And sometimes, there are either male or female gender. So they are said to be of the common gender, and some nouns are there which have no lives, so they are called of neuter gender. Okay, so let's know more about this thing. So we see in the modern English, gender is entirely based on sex or the absence of sex. There are some non-living beings, we actually personify them as if they were living beings by sometimes giving them, feminine gender, or sometimes giving them male gender. So I'm giving example, like if we call of summer and if we call of winter, or time, death, all these, aspects of nature, actually these signifies masculine terms because they are supposed to be some vigorous type of thing. So that is why they come in this category of male gender, that is masculine gender. But if we talk about some feminine gender as if a living being, so they are the moon, the earth, the moon, the earth, and liberty, or autumn, or spring. Actually, these aspects of nature, it symbolizes something very, graceful, or some masculine gender are often remarkable for those objects which are actually, known for their strength and violence, and feminine genders are actually shows, politeness, gracefulness, beauty, isn't it? Now, let's see that how can we form, masculine and feminine gender. So there are, different ways of forming masculine to feminine gender. So, which I'm going to read out. So first of all, we talk about those feminine gender which are entirely different from masculine gender. So I'm reading out those like boys, girls, then brother, sister, buck, does, bull, cow, or hart, roe, horse, mare, husband, wife. We see that these words, these nouns, these masculine gender are totally different from, feminine gender. They are actually not the same one. Okay. Now some more are cock, hen, colt, filly, daddy, mummy, dog, bitch, nephew, niece, and then ram, ewe, sir, madam, son, daughter, uncle, aunt, wizard, witch. Okay, so these feminine genders are totally different from masculine one. And now let's see that sometimes by adding a syllable, that is INETRIX, or by adding ESS, we can make feminine. These are author, authoress, baron, baroness, count, countess, giant, giantess, heir, heiress, host, hostess, mayor, mayoress, priest, priestess. And then sometimes we see that ESS is added after dropping the vowel of the masculine ending, you can say. So it would be like actor, actress, benefactor, benefactress, conductor, conductress, enchanter, enchantress, perceptor, perceptress, prince, princess, and tiger, tigress, traitor, traitress, master, mistress, duke, duchess, emperor, empress. Sometimes we add ess suffix to the masculine gender, like hero and heroine, tester, testratrix, and then sultan, sultana, signor, signora. By placing a word, before or after, as masculine and feminine can be formed like this also. Like if we say grandfather, grandmother, then we have manservant. We are adding, we are adding a word, before feminine gender to make it feminine. It would be the manservant, maidservant, landlord, landlady, then milkman, milkwoman, peacock, peahen, salesman, saleswoman, washerman, washerwoman. So we see that, there are so much of, multitudes of nouns which are really, really very important for you to learn English. And just try to learn these things, to make your English good, and try to learn these things. And I'll be coming soon with my next video that will be made on noun number, and then we'll discuss that how noun works in a sentence. So till then, goodbye.